guys, and welcome back to another GCSE Maths Grade 9 exam question. And today, this question is on non-trig angles, so the ones that you have to memorise or know how to derive in an exam. And then it follows on with a bit of surds after that. And you can see that by the final part. It says, give your answer in the form root A minus root B divided by C, where A, B and C are integers. So remember, an integer is just a whole number. So we've got three angles here. We've got a sine 45, we've got a tan 45, and we have tan 60. So we need to think about how do we go about doing this. So the first thing we need to write down is what we know these angles as. So sine 45, let's do this one first. Sine 45. Well, sine 45, remember, is just 1 over root 2. So 1 over root 2. We've got tan 45 next. This is probably the easiest one you can remember. Tan 45, dead nice. Tan 45 is equal to 1. Now remember, guys, this is a non-calc question, but you'd have to do it with the angles that you know like this anyway. If you try and do it on your calculator, you're not going to get it in this form. And then finally, tan 60. This one's a little bit trickier to remember. Tan 60. This is just root 3. So square root of 3. So these are the three angles that we need. Now we have 2 sine 45. So this is sine 45 is 1 over root 2. Now the 2 times this is a bit of a clue. This is 1 over root 2. So we can rationalise this, right? 1 over root 2 is the same as timesing this through by root 2, both top and denominator. So 1 times root 2 is root 2. Root 2 times root 2 is just 2. So root 2 divided by 2 is the same as 1 over root 2. Tan 45 we won't change, and we won't change tan 60. So we've got this in a nice form now. Let's put it into the given expression, and let's go from there. So 2 sine 45, so that's 2 lots of root 2 over 2. Like that. Minus tan 45, so minus 1. And then finally, 4 lots of root 3. On the bottom, 4 root 3. Like so. Now we can do a bit of simplifying. If you do 2 times root 2 divided by 2, the 2's are actually just going to cancel like this. So that 2 cancels there with that 2. So we have root 2 minus 1. So it's root 2 minus 1 divided by 4 root 3. Now at the minute, it's not quite in the form they want. They want it in root A minus root B divided by C, and we haven't quite got it like that. So we need to do a bit of simplifying to get it in that expression. Now, they don't have a surd in the denominator, so we need to eliminate the surd here. So to do that, we're going to have to rationalise. So what we're going to do is times both top and bottom by 4 root 3. So what we have now is 4 root 3 times root 2 minus 1 divided by 4 root 3 squared. So this is my rationalised expression now. So we need to simplify this. 4 root 3 times root 2. Remember, just the roots will multiply here. So this is 4 root 6. And then 4 root 3 times minus 1 gives me minus 4 root 3. And then finally, 4 root 3 times 4 root 3. We'll do the 4's first. So 4 times 4 is 16. Root 3 times root 3 is just going to be 3. And then 16 times 3, that'll give us a denominator of 48. And now we can simplify this one step further, and we'll have it in this form. This is a 4 on the numerator, 48 in the denominator, so we can divide both top and bottom by 4. So this will give me root 6 minus root 3 divided by 12. 48 divided by 4 is 12. And there we have it. So A is 6, B is root 3, and then 12 for the C value. And there we have it. That's the question fully done.